So, good evening. Part one with our guest, Chus, Mateo. Congrats on the win
Thank
in
you.
Munich. It was close. Some minutes in the last quarter. What happened then?
We need to play with more energy from the beginning, and the beginning was good, but during the game, sometimes we lost this energy, and probably this schedule is not easy to play every 2 days, and we turn over the ball too much. We need to understand that all the games are important for us, and today seems like sometimes we didn't go into the paint so aggressively, and we didn't find so good shots for a while in the second and the third quarter. It was good to see how the players start to react in the fourth quarter, and we play much better defense, and from the defense we could run. Good victory. I hope the best for Bayern. Maybe they will reach the playoffs, and they have to. I wish you all the best in the future.
Thanks very much. You have questions for Coach Chus, Mateo? Nothing? That's it.
Thank you.
So, Pablo, thanks,
Yeah.
thanks for joining. Your statement on the game.
Well, first, congratulate Madrid for the victory. I think they have 9 points advantage on first half, and they were shooting very well the ball. They were 8 for 15 from the three-point line, but we were able to stay there. We have the feeling during the whole game that in momentos where we can get back, something was going to go wrong. Either we miss an easy shot, or they make a difficult shot at the end of possession. Something is going to go the other way. But we still kept on fighting, and it was a moment where we were 70-65, I think. It was 5 points. We came back, and in that momentum, instead of us growing, it was them growing. So the final, it was 6-21, and that killed us because we worked too much to get there, and they execute us at the end. We have to learn from this because that last minutes were very bad for us, because probably it's not the difference of the game, but at the end, reality is like this. So a lot to learn on a game like this, understanding that probably the final difference was a little bit too much on what we saw on the first 30, 35 minutes.
Thanks, Pablo. Up to you, Robert.
Coach, you mentioned the momentum situations. Was it just mistakes from your team, or is it just incredible quality of Madrid always having the perfect?
Yes, a little bit of both. Okay, if you turn it over, you're not turning it over against a regular team. You're turning it over against a team that is going to hit a three, or a team that's going to run the break and shoot an open jumper or a dunk. So when you play great teams like Madrid, you have to do a lot of good things. And we were not able to get that momentum at the right moment. Okay, I don't know. A turnover when we were coming back, an easy jumper that we miss, an easy layup that we miss. And they were always getting back from that, and they were like not having the feeling that we were there. We were always there, but we didn't get that momentum, and Madrid punished you in that. And this is something that we have to learn if we want to play great teams like Madrid, that those little things make difference.
Is it just that what it's missing between your team and Madrid, and how big is the gap between these two teams?
Well, it's very difficult to know how's the gap. The gap right now is the first in Europe, best team in Europe right now. We're not. So the gap is for sure big. But okay, like in every game, I'm not a guy that just see everything bad. I see things that we did good. But the problem at the end is the winning or losing, what it counts. If we would have won, I wouldn't be a guy that would be just happy because we won. But I think that today showed us that how important it is to play against teams like this. You have to be very concentrated on every situation because they're able to punish you in that moment. And this is something that for sure we've been missing on these EuroLeagues because we're facing great teams.
Your team only shot one free throw. Was it due to lack of aggressiveness or good defense, or were you missing attacking the basket?
A little bit of everything, no? 1 for 1, not bad percentage. Problem is they shot 15 and they were 15 for 15, so it's a lot of difference. But, yeah, same percentage. So, okay, both teams shot very well from the free throw line. 100% for both teams, but a lot of difference. Yeah, for sure, we have to be able to draw more fouls to create situations where we can go to the free throw line, but okay, also probably also because Madrid play good defense. I have to think it that way. I cannot say why without watching it, but for sure difference in free throws is very big.
2 days ago, iconic club player Franz Beckenbauer died. What do you think about him?
About who?
About Franz Beckenbauer,
Yeah.
this iconic the club legend of Bayern Munich, and I think
Okay.
it was a difficult game in this surrounding. One day after it was in public,
Okay.
to play against Real Madrid.
I'm Spanish. When I was like a little kid, and I played soccer with my friends, everyone wanted to be Beckenbauer. I'm Beckenbauer. So that talks very good about a person. If you're playing outside with your friends in school in Vitoria, in Spain, and you want to be Beckenbauer, that really talks very good about a person. So great respect, not a great day for us that somebody like this passed away. But the example that I put about, 40 years ago, talks unbelievable about him. And I think it showed it not only on his career as a player, but also his career right after play. Everybody had great respect for him. And, the example that I put, I think it's very clear. All the respect he got from everywhere, not only on soccer and football, also around the world. So it's a big loss for all the family of Bayern Munich, but the respect that everybody showed for him, it's unbelievable. That talks very good about him.
What do you think means this loss looking to the playoffs?
I don't really look to the playoffs. I look about playing Fenerbahce. Like I said, on Europe, on this EuroLeague, you can win almost every game, you can lose almost every game. So right now, I'm not very focused on getting into the playoffs. Right now, I'm focused on try to win on Thursday and play a good game. But for sure, it's a tough loss when you lose at home. Always tough. But okay, we know that we still have a lot of games to go, and we have to play good basketball if we want to win games and get close to the playoffs. This is my thinking about the playoffs, because right now I don't take much look at the standings. I like it when somebody tells me, Pablo, you're in the playoff, Pablo, you're third on the Bundesliga. That's very good, but I don't take a look at this because we're still in January, a lot of games to go in Bundesliga and a lot of games to go in EuroLeague. So I think that right now we have to go game by game.
When is the moment when you look at the standings?
Probably in the last 5 games. Yes, because on the last 5 games, maybe 6, maybe 7. How many wins do we have now?
8.
8. On the last 9 games. Because if I win the last 9 games, I will be in the playoffs. Possible, no? With 17, no? What do you think, Andreas?
Yes, tight record
Yeah.
should be possible.
So maybe if we win 1 more before instead of 9, I will be looking at the last 8. Usually that's the way I do. And I did it like this always in my career. In Madrid was the same. Okay, first thing, try to get on the cup. Try to get on the playoffs. Try to get on the first 4. Okay, you're going to get your objectives. But if right now I'm just thinking about being in the playoffs, I think I'm wrong. I have to work to get the team better so I can win games. And that way, if I win games, I will be in the playoffs. Yeah. 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 Well, okay, we already talked a little bit about Fenerbahce. They play Partizan today. And we will work a little bit on today's game. On this EuroLeague, when you play every 48 hours, a guy might get hurt today, and maybe you're preparing the plan. And it's funny because I have one player from Madrid that's a very friend of mine who texts me and say, don't do that because Chacho is not coming. So when you play in 48 hours, it's very difficult to think about what's going to happen because, okay, we had injuries, teams have injuries, so we have to go day by day. We have our idea of what we have to do with Fenerbahce, but it will be maybe different game if, I don't know, if Wilbeck plays or doesn't play. Right now, we're expecting everyone to play. And we know it will be very difficult. Fenerbahce has one of the top teams in Europe, and it will be very difficult to win there. And we're ready, and we have to be ready to play against a great team. And but okay, we don't have much time, and we will start working about Fenerbahce today. Change of coaches changed a little bit of the mentality of the team. I think more or less they didn't change much. Let's say, but on concepts, let's say, same players. But they changed a little bit the attitude of some players, and I think they gave him confidence winning those first games with the new coach. Okay? Okay?
Vielen Dank. Ciao, ciao.